Hey guys, welcome to my birthday special part 2. So hopefully you guys saw my last video where my husband surprised me and took over my channel. I had no idea he was going to do that. I didn't know what he was going to do for my birthday. My husband is very secretive when it comes to holiday planning and surprises and things like that. He very much loves surprising me and being romantic and all that stuff. And he's very, very good at it, as you can see. My husband's also very, very creative. If that is not demonstrated by these ears that I am wearing, then I don't know what is. Like, what? I hope they're in frame. Oh, I can't see. Okay, hopefully you can see them. I don't know. Okay, anyway, so this video is going to be walking you guys through the scavenger hunt. Yeah, scavenger hunt that my husband sent me on my birthday. So let's just get right into it. So as you guys saw, he did make me these ears. They were waiting on my desk for me at work when I got there on the day of my birthday. And okay, so the ears, hopefully you guys watched the video so that I'm like, you know, making sense. But basically, as you can see, there's like photos on the ears, and each person in a photo has a clue or had a clue for my birthday, like, surprise. I'm not making any sense. It's kind of late at night. I'm trying to make this make sense. So I had to like go to each of these people, call them, text them. I had to contact them, and basically I had to play a game or do like a challenge kind of a thing in order to get my clue. And then once I had all the clues, I had to figure out the clue in order to find my husband and my daughter at the end of the day. So I couldn't really get started until later in the day because I'm a teacher, so I obviously had to do a lot of it on my lunch break as fast as I could, and then like right when school got out. So let's try to lose my train of thought. Okay, so the first clue, I actually do have video of it, and I'm going to insert that in a second. I actually had to go to my friend Natalie. She is the choir teacher at my school. Oh, I was able to do this one before school because we got there before school. And so I kind of ran down to her classroom, and hers was like an activity, and so I had 5 minutes, I think it was, to answer all of her questions about Disney World. And as you will see, I completely brain farted and literally became like the stupidest person on the planet and couldn't think of what to say. The other thing is I didn't know if there were wrong answers initially, so I thought that I had to like say exactly the right answer, which it wasn't like that. It was just kind of like go with your heart kind of a thing. So I'll just let you guys watch it.
Pick Disney park ride that you would go on for a day. Or Disney park that you would go to for a day.
Oh, Magic Kingdom.
Okay, what are your 6 rides that you're going to ride?
Oh my god. Peter Pan's Flight. Space Mountain.
Okay.
Splash Mountain. This is so hard. I don't know. There's like a billion rides. Oh, Haunted Mansion.
Okay, that's 4.
You
You got 4 minutes left.
What, there's this time?
Yes. Got 5 minutes to answer these questions.
Oh my god. Okay. What else is in Magic Kingdom? The teacups.
Okay.
And,
more.
And I don't know what else is in Magic Kingdom. I feel so stupid right now. I'm blanking. Greta? Oh, Ariel's Grotto. Duh.
Okay, where are you going to go to for a quick service lunch?
Oh, Pecos Bills.
Okay, you can go to one show, parade, or firework show. Which one would you choose?
Happily Ever After the fireworks show.
Okay, what 3 characters will you meet?
Ariel. Belle. I don't know. And Genie. I'm just kidding. He's not there. Jasmine.
Okay, what restaurant will you go to for dinner?
Cinderella's Palace. No, not Cinderella's Palace. Based on your reaction.
No.
Oh, it doesn't matter?
Yeah,
okay.
I was just looking at the next one.
Let's just spend all the money that we don't have. So.
Okay, perfect. What snack do you get to have at midnight?
A Binky pretzel.
Okay, awesome.
Is that it?
Okay, now you get your clue is S.
S, great. That's super helpful. Okay, so then the next one, I'm probably doing these out of order, but that's okay. So a couple of them I did record. I like screen recorded me talking to my sister and my brother and then my husband. But unfortunately, when I screen recorded it, I didn't test it and the sound did not record. So like I have the recordings, but there's no sound. So basically I don't have the recordings. So I was like really upset about this because my husband did such an amazing job on this and it was so much fun, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be such a fun video. And now I hope you guys like the video. I'm sorry to disappoint you that I only have a couple of videos to share, but I did try. I'm just stupid. My brother was actually one of the last ones I did, but I'll just talk about his. So his was lyrics from Disney movies, and so I had to like guess the movie that it was from. And the reason this one ended up being so funny is because the very first one that he did, so my brother sang the lyrics to me, like actually sang them to me, hence why I'm so upset that I don't have the recording to put in now. But he sang them to like the tune of When You Wish Upon a Star, you know that one. And so it like really threw me off when I started trying to guess what they were from. So let me pull them up real quick because I want to make sure I say them right. Okay, so the first one was When There's a Smile in Your Heart, There's No Better Place to Start. First of all, I ended up looking up these lyrics after the challenge, and that's wrong. It's when there's a smile in your heart, there's no better time to start. And that's why I'm gonna blame that this one took me a while. So this one's the funniest one because when he sang it, y'all listen to how good this fits into When You Wish Upon a Star. When there's a smile in your heart, there's no better place to start. It literally sounds like it's part of that song. Like I was like so sure. I literally go, Pinocchio, and he was like, no. And I was like, oh, Jiminy Cricket sings it. And he was like, no. I was like, what do you mean no? And I like sat there arguing with him, and then he was like, I'm just doing what your husband told me, and apparently you're wrong. And I was, and I'm ashamed because I do know what this is from, and it took me forever. So I could not get it because I was so hung up on the fact that it had to be from Pinocchio. And so my brother was like, or I asked my brother for a clue. Like I was like, I need you to give me a clue because I'm not going to get this. Like have this stuck in my head that it's from this song, so you need to help me. And he was like, okay, the movie name. And how did he say it? I want to get it right. So he goes, Dwight called Pam this one time from The Office, if you don't know that that's what I'm talking about. And I watch The Office every single, like legitimately, every day I watch TV, I watch The Office. So I go, immediately I go, Peter Pan? And then he was like, yes! Oh my god, I can't believe you got that! And I was like, boom. Throw a little Office reference in there and I'm good. But anyway, so I did get it, but I did have to get an extra hint, and it was from Peter Pan. And then I was so convinced that he was wrong. Like I was like so convinced that this was not from Peter Pan that after I finished this one, I like Googled it because I was so upset that I got one almost wrong. Anyway, the rest I got written down like lightning speed. So then it was, you'll be in my heart no matter what they say. You'll be in my heart always. Tarzan, of course. You ain't never had a friend like me. Toy Story. Now here's this one's a little hard. I got it right away because I have like those Disney greatest hit soundtracks, and this one's one of the songs. But it's, now here's a riddle to guess if you can. Who is the monster and who is the man? I'll let you guess. It's from Hunchback of Notre Dame. And then the last one, my husband had to throw this in there, obviously. Oh, because my husband's sweatshirt. You'll see this in a haul video later, don't worry. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. The Little Mermaid. So the only one that threw me off a little was that first one, and I blame my brother. He sang it to the wrong tune. It's his fault. But he did give me a really good clue to figure it out. So Allison was actually in Disneyland when I texted her on my birthday, so she had to like text me the questions, which is probably easier anyway because then I could just like type my response. So I'm gonna go through the questions and I'm gonna let you try to answer them kind of on your own because maybe you're just super smarter than me. Super smarter than me? Obviously after that statement you definitely are, but you're probably smarter than me. I only knew 3 of these off the bat and then she had to give me a hint. So, what is the smallest Disney World park by acre? Got this one wrong. I originally said Epcot and then I changed it to Hollywood Studios. Largest park by acre, I said Magic Kingdom. Original Disney World ticket price. I argued with myself so much on this one because I was like $3.50, $3. So I ended up saying $2.75. How far apart are Disney World trash cans? I said 30 feet. What food items are not sold at Disney? Gum. And then what is the oldest ride at Magic Kingdom? Originally I said It's a Small World. What is the name of the character that sings at Cosmic Rays? I said, OMG, I don't know this. Cosmic Ray? I got it wrong, needless to say. Let me help you out with that one a little bit. How many happy haunts inhabit the Haunted Mansion? I said 999. Name one, just one, Jungle Cruise boat. I couldn't. What were Walt Disney's supposed last words? And I said, it all started with a mouse. Like, I literally know that's wrong, but I didn't know what else to say. So then Allison goes, I'm gonna give you hints now because you only got 3. I was like, okay. So she said number 6, which is the original ride in Disney, or the oldest ride in Disney World. She said, it goes round and round. So literally I was like on the phone with my husband at the time and I was like, it's either the teacups or the carousel, and I want to say the carousel, but I'm going to go with the teacups. I don't know why I went with the teacups. It makes way more sense that it would be the carousel because it's like the easiest type of ride to build. Anyway, I said the teacups and then she was like, it has horses. And I was like, Prince Charming's carousel. So I got that one after how many tries? And then she was like, and I'm going to give you one for free. Here's your clue. By the way, so each of the clues was a letter. So then I had to de-scramble the letters to figure out where to go. But anyway, so the actual answers are the smallest kingdom by acre is Magic Kingdom, which I thought was crazy. But when I really think, not when I think about it, when my husband explains it to me, then it makes sense because I knew Animal Kingdom was huge because of all the animals and not just that walking Animal Kingdom is. I was thinking Epcot originally, but then my husband was like, think about when we get trapped on the wrong side, like when we're on the World Showcase and we're like, oh my god, we have a fast pass on the other side of the park. And I was like, that's a valid point. And then Hollywood Studios, I was like, Hollywood Studios is the smallest. It's so tiny. And then he was like, you're forgetting about the backstage tour. And I was like, they don't even have that anymore. He was like, yeah, but it's still there. Like the space is still there. And I was like, so Magic Kingdom is the smallest, leaving Animal Kingdom to be the largest. Original ticket price was $3.50, so I got that one wrong too. Did get the trash cans right. It's 30 feet. They don't sell gum, got that one right. Prince Charming Carousel, which I eventually got right. The singer at Cosmic Rays, just so you know, his name is Sunny Eclipse, and he says it like a gajillion times when you eat in there. Like he says it like every 3 minutes. That's why my husband thought that I would know that, but apparently I just don't pay attention. There are 999 haunts, and then all of the Jungle Cruise boats are pun names. I still can't tell you one, even though my husband told me like 10 of them. I literally don't remember a single one of them. So there's that. And then this is the funniest one. So supposedly Walt Disney's last words were Kurt Russell. Apparently he was trying to sign Kurt Russell on for a bunch of movies, and he'd been like kind of working and negotiating and trying to get that deal done. And then he passed away, and so his last words were Kurt Russell, which is kind of funny. So yeah, maybe I'll do better on that one than I did. I barely got that clue, and technically Allison cheated and gave it to me, so thanks, Allison. Okay, and then this next one is my friend Angela, and basically her game was she had like clues and you had to figure out the characters' names. And this one's really funny because you get to watch me struggle for like 5 minutes to come up with a super simple one. So, enjoy.
Okay.
Okay, your first clue is a poker disc plus canyon or a lowland.
A poker disc?
Yeah.
The crap is a poker disc? A poker disc? What were the others?
Plus a canyon or a lowland.
Plus a canyon or a lowland. I literally am like, land. The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't
No.
make any sense.
What
Is this like
think
movies?
what does it look like in poker? Like, what do you play with?
Oh, like a poker chip?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh, that's the clue? Or is that the word?
That's the first word.
Oh, okay. Poker chip plus a lowland.
Mm-hmm.
A valley? Poker
What-
chip
what-
valley?
No, it's the character answer.
Oh, it's like a person?
It's a yep.
Okay.
Well, it's a
I probably
pair
should
of
have asked
people.
you before
Sorry.
we just started doing.
It's a pair of people.
Oh, it's like two people.
Mm-hmm. But you said it in the clue.
Oh, Chip?
Yep.
Okay, so Chip and Dale.
Yeah. Yes.
Nailed it!
Okay, the second one is a B sound.
So Buzz and Woody.
Well, this one is just one person.
Oh,
A B sound, not heavy, and 12 months.
so Buzz Lightyear.
Yes. The third one is a finger jab, a ghostly curse, and you and me.
Pocahontas.
Yes.
I was like, I got Poke. Let me just finish.
The fourth one is a cartoon gun sound and yellow and black stinger.
Bang.
Close.
Boom.
Close.
Cartoon gun sound. Is bang in it
Think
though?
like superhero.
Oh. I
Well,
like
it's
how I
not-
go.
it's not a
You like how I go.
superhero, though.
Oh, like that helps me.
Well, like the pop art. Think of like
Okay.
the pop art. But that's it's
Boom, bang,
Disney.
crash, snap. I'm just saying onomatopoeia.
You're
But it's
like
a gun.
right. You're
I know. I'm
right
like,
there.
there's obviously some sound I'm not thinking of.
It does start with.
It's not bang.
No, but it's really close to bang. It's
Bong.
3 letters. It's only 3
Bong.
letters. No, not bong.
Well, I assume. Zap.
It's a Disney character. It's like
Oh,
the
duh.
first-
I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm just thinking of sound effects. God dang it. Some of these I seem super smart in, and some of these
No,
I
the easy
don't.
ones are harder because you're like, wait, what?
Okay, wait. What was the other clue?
A cartoon gun sound plus a yellow and black stinger.
A yellow and black stinger, like a bee.
Yeah.
Okay, so it ends in B. Barbie.
No. You're like so close.
Okay, hold on. I'm like, I don't know what other sound effect a gun could make besides bang. Boom, crash, snap.
You're right there.
Pop.
It still has to go with the B.
Okay.
Weren't you this for Halloween one year?
Was I?
I feel like
That would
you
be
were.
really embarrassing.
Or maybe you weren't.
I'm like, I don't
feel
know.
like maybe. Should I just tell you?
No, I don't
Okay.
want to feel stupid. I already do, but like, okay, hold on. The word starts with a B though, right? Like the
No,
sound
that's
effect.
the second. That's the second.
Okay, so the second one doesn't start. Pow.
Palpy. Palpy. No. You're so close.
I feel so dumb. Okay, but it ends in B. Okay, I'm
Yes.
just gonna think of characters that where their name ends in B.
It's not a human, if that helps.
Okay. All I can think of is Barbie. I feel so dumb right now. Okay, like, oh, just tell me the sound effect. I give up.
Bam. You were literally so close.
I'm literally like, I can come up with every sound effect that
Weren't you
exists.
Bambi for Halloween?
No, but I did make Bambi ears.
Okay, maybe that was what it was.
I also don't know why I couldn't just think of the name Bambi.
No, it's fine. It was hard.
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
Okay, the last one is a crystallized precipitation and absorbs no color.
Snow White.
Yes.
Yes! I was like, I got snow!
Okay, so
Boom!
now I can tell you
Let's
that-
just all forget the Bambi incident.
Yeah, that one was not good. Okay,
always look
so
like-
your letter...
This is Angela.
Hi. Your letter is I.
Okay, I got it.
Yay, you did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so next was my sister. So she had one that was very creative. It was basically like weird descriptions of Disney movies, and you have to get the Disney movie from the description, but it's not like what you would expect it to be. So I'm gonna say them, and then I'll like give you guys I'll pause to see if you can answer it. Okay. Baby is kidnapped by hot old lady, then grows up to fall in love with a criminal. So originally I blurted out Rapunzel. The correct answer is Tangled. Okay, next one. Single dad who lost his wife and other kids in a tragic murder. Oh, then loses his disabled son. Finding Nemo. A girl conquers gender military stereotypes with the help of a big lizard and a horse. Misuse of the word big, it should be small lizard and a horse. Did you get it? Mulan. And then man vandalized, okay, this one, my husband really thought was going to throw me off, but I got it on the fourth word. Man vandalized town roads and has to complete community service. He almost misses his chance to become a champion. Give you a second. Cars! This one's sad. Boy whose mother is thrown in jail for defending his deformity turns it into a gift that helps him soar. And the answer is Dumbo, which comes out this week. Not gonna lie, the last one probably would have been harder if my husband hadn't used the word soar. So yeah, I got all 5 of those right. I got my sister's clue. Okay. So I also had to text Rawan because she wanted to make sure that she like explained it right. So she sent me this image and told me that the challenge is that I'm going into battle, okay? And I can only pick 3 of these characters to fight on my side, but we will be fighting the other 6 characters. So I had to pick the 3 and then defend my choices and explain why we would win. This is literally something my husband and me do like for fun, like all the time. So my first choice was Maleficent. Maleficent obviously has magical powers. By the way, this is specifically live action Maleficent because that's who was pictured. So she has magical powers. She gets her wings back by the end of the movie. And not just that, but her powers are like crazy strong in addition to having all of the help from like the Moors creatures. So I felt like between magical characters, so it's her, Elsa, and Jafar, those were the 3 with like magical powers. I'm sorry, I feel like Elsa's kind of a wuss when it comes to battle. Not that she can't fight, and honestly the sequel's obviously going to change things if you've seen the preview, but when it came to this battle, I did not feel like Elsa was going to be the strongest. And Jafar, I would not trust not to betray me. Not just that, but I feel like Maleficent could take Jafar like that. I also feel like in addition to taking Jafar, she could probably take out somebody like Merida. So I'm also not picking Merida. So then I picked Hercules, and my explanation was Hercules could cancel out Maui, who obviously would be a concern. But Hercules also like has never lost. Like he beat every monster that Hades threw up against him. He beat Hades, and on top of that he beat like a freaking giant Cyclops with no powers. So yes, I will be going with Hercules. And then my last choice, can you guess? Because I thought this one was kind of left field. I went with Stitch, because Stitch was literally like a designed weapon who was indestructible, And he's like so quick and smart that I feel like he could literally just take out Beast and Tarzan and anybody else who's left over. And on top of that, I mean, they also have me, so like, what? Obviously I can take out half these characters. I'm amazing. So basically I argued all these points just like I have just now. 2 or 1, and I was granted my next clue. Okay, so my husband's clues were the best ones, like the ones that made me laugh the most. And unfortunately, I don't have the recording of it, which is like the absolute best part, and is what makes it the funniest. So story time. My husband's favorite thing to do at Disney World is to try to embarrass me. That is his absolute favorite thing. He never succeeds because Disney World me is like super chill. But he does a lot of like really crazy funny things to try to embarrass me. For example, and this was one of the things I had to, so basically he would like tell me a story, like reenact the story, and then I had to tell him where we were in the park when it happened.
Number 1, walking up to a random worker as we're about to approach the ride, and I say, "Our matey, I wish to commandeer ye here vessel." Where were we?
So the first one was we were loading a boat during the fireworks show, the late fireworks show for Pirates of the Caribbean. And as you can tell, Pirates of the Caribbean, that's my husband's wonderful pirate voice. And the response was interesting. Because normally cast members, they'll just kind of play along with whatever you're doing, but occasionally you'll get that cast member that's probably working for like 16 hours and they're only paid like minimum wage. So she was like, "Sir, please get on the boat."
Okay, I did this on multiple rides, but I want you to tell me which one I did it on first. Again, leaving, they're about to launch us off or whatever from like the holding area into the ride. I can't do this. I can't do this. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Turn us around. What ride were we on?
So this one was the Yeti ride. The Yeti ride. Oh my gosh, I'm still doing it. So the funniest part about this one on the recording that didn't work was that I almost didn't get it because he said that I had to say the exact name of the ride. And unfortunately, Expedition Everest, which I now know the name of, I have always referred to as the Yeti ride. That's what me and my husband call it. It's what we've always called it. And so I literally sat there for like 5 minutes trying to remember that the ride was called Expedition Everest. And I eventually got it, but it was like on a wing and a prayer. Like I barely got it. And then he was like, "It's a mountain. It's a mountain." And I was like, that doesn't help me. So I did eventually get it, but barely.
Just got off a ride. Okay, gotta figure out where we were what ride were we leaving. Okay, just picture this. Random old man. He's sweeping. And I run up to him. "Guess what I just did? I just saved Aladar! Yeah!" Then I run off. No other word to him. Where were we?
Oh, okay, so this one happened, this one's actually really funny because after you've now seen him reenact it, the best part about this was that the little man who was sweeping trash was like 80 years old, like legitimately like a little sweet old man sweeping trash. And my husband just like burst in front of him, and I swear he almost gave him a heart attack. And the guy was so nice about it, but you could tell that he like scared him so much, like scared the poop out of him. But it happened outside of Dinosaur.
Okay, on the ride again, about to let us go. Okay, we're passing by somebody, and I go, "Guess where I'm about to go? I'm about to go to outer space on a rocket ship."
Okay, I'm sorry, I had to take my sweatshirt off because I can't have the fan on while I'm filming, and I am like dying sweating. I'm probably all red in my face. I didn't check. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so back to my husband's clues. So the next one, we were on Space Mountain, like physically in the little rocket ship, and they're like, you know how they have that guy standing at the control thing and he like hits the button, but it was pretty intense. And that guy was so funny because he literally looked at my husband and goes, "That's great. Good for you, buddy." And I was like,
Okay, on this one, we're leaving a ride. All right. I walk up to a guy, touch him on the shoulder, and I go, "Sir, I demand a full refund. We almost died on that tour."
So most of the time when my husband does this stuff, the cast members are super like funny, like they kind of like play back. The last story, they did not play back. So this one took me a couple guesses because I remembered it happening, and I can even remember the cast member's face. Like I remember what he looked like, but I couldn't remember what ride we got off of. Cause he did preface this, he's done it a couple of times, like on a couple of different rides, but, I had to get it right for like the first time he ever did it. So, this is probably one of my favorite stories because when we got off of the ride, you guys just saw it, he started being like, "I want my money back. I almost died." But he like touched the cast member on the shoulder, and this cast member, y'all, he did not like it. I swear it must have been like his last day or something because he literally like looked at my husband like he was gonna kill him. Like he was like if his shoulder was here, he was like, it was so freaking funny. So anyway, yes, I got all those right, and I got my next clue. Okay, I had to take my ears off because oh my gosh. I can't like wear them like the whole time, even though I love them. Anyway, so, oh, okay, so I figured it out. So if you're wanting to like figure it out and you don't want to see it, or you want to like time yourself to figure it out, pause the video. So basically what I did is I wrote down like the words that I knew could fit into those letters, or like those letters could form those words. So I was like skirt, fist, risk, and then I wrote Tiff's because there's a place called Tiff's Treats around here, so I was like maybe. And then I got kiss, and I go, and I was like, oh, first kiss. It was our first, where we had our first kiss. So that's where I'm headed now. It took me 10 minutes to figure it out. Technically like 8, but yeah. So that's where I'm headed, is where we had our first kiss. Like 11 and a half years ago. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys again when I get there.